Hola, senores and senoritas. I am your host, John Mafia. Welcome back to the MaffmanJones channel. I haven't made a video all month, but I'm getting back into my stride, and I'll be making more videos. I saw a few movies. I saw The Gentleman. I saw Bad Boys for Life. I saw Underwater. All big surprises for me, I gotta be honest. January's been a pretty good year. I also haven't seen Dr. Dolittle, so I haven't purposely punished myself. But, yeah, I'm not here to talk about those movies. I want to talk about something else, because even though we should be used to this by now, the Fast and Furious franchise continues to do really outrageous things and get in the public eye, and I can't fault them because they keep finding ways to push the envelope, somehow becoming stupider, and just really taking the headlines away because people are just incredibly awestruck by how dumb they could be. And other people have said it, but in a way, I have to commend Universal and Justin Lin and the people who are involved with this franchise because it's working. Having said that, F9, the Fast Saga, is that what they're gonna really call it? Whatever. Anyway, trailer released. They had a whole concert. They had Cardi B perform and a couple other people. Before they had this big event in Miami, and the whole cast was there. And they released this 3-minute trailer, over 3 minutes, and it contains a lot of stuff. And it's a very hype trailer. Well, I do have concerns about the story and concerns about certain characters and how they're going to explain certain things, if they're going to explain it all. But I gotta take off my critical hat for a moment and realize that I'm sure people who like this franchise will see this trailer and love it. And for a franchise that's 9 movies in, they're doing a really good job of keeping things interesting and finding new ways to be dumber, but in a good way. I'm honestly just flabbergasted by this trailer, though. I think it's because we started off this franchise with street racing and criminals and cops in 2001 with The Fast and the Furious, and it slowly transformed into something more reverent, something with more meaning. Family's the big word with this franchise now. And since Fast 5, I think, is actually a legitimately really good movie, and that's the first one I saw in theaters, the first Fast and Furious movie I saw in theaters, blown away. I was blown away, and I couldn't tell you how excited I was after the post-credit sequence when they saw Letty with Eva Mendes and The Rock. Even though I had no freaking idea what was happening, I was like, yes, give me Fast and Furious 6. And now we're at the point where I don't care. I feel like, for me, emotionally, I lost my investment after Furious 7, after the passing of Paul Walker and that whole thing. James Wan did a really good job putting that movie together. There is a way to resurge, and I think they might be finding the diamond in the rough here, in the sense that it made a lot of money, the last movie, and I think it still has the core audience there, but I think a lot of people were lost, including me, with the last one, and there is a way, I think, that they could really invigorate this whole thing. And then really culminating with maybe, I don't know if they're leading towards space or if they're leaning towards like an Avengers type event with Fast and Furious 10 where they're going to bring back everybody. They're literally teasing us with foreplay of space by strapping a rocket engine onto the back of a Pontiac car. Or John Cena being Dom's brother, who we never knew about for the past 10 years, but I guess that's okay. And they don't look remotely alike, and although they have tried, it seems. And then putting John Cena in a tuxedo with a chain and a cross, the aesthetic I can't stop thinking about that. It's just so obscure and weird. Cars driving off of cliffs that lead nowhere, but characters being completely confident in their driving because a Charlize Theron is there in their stealth plane to catch them. With a magnet plane as... Was it Tyrese or Ludacris who calls it that? Whatever. Or Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez, literally with all confidence in the world, driving towards a pike, having the pike get inserted into the tire, and swinging across a cliff like Tarzan. Or, as it seems, I don't know, there's probably more context to it, but seeing 2 light muscle sports cars flipping this giant cargo bus thing up in the air onto its vertical ways like the Dark Knight with the 18-wheeler. Listen, it seems like, especially in this movie, they had a big sit-down with Mr. Physics and Mr. Logic, and they went, we've had a good run, and we've used logic and physics to our advantage, but we can't do that anymore. We're beyond these things, and we've had a good run. We had a good relationship, I think, for the past 8 or 9 years, but I think it's just it's not working anymore, so you get one kiss. But now I must fly away. Mia, Dom's sister, is back, so I guess Paul Walker's character is off somewhere taking care of the kids babysitting, because he just, he's gone. That's the line that can't be crossed, though. You can't bring back Brian. You can't do it. No. Almost as much as I'm looking forward to watching these crazy action sequences, I want to know how they write their way out of having Han come back, a fan favorite, and again, bringing this whole franchise back to Tokyo Drift, because apparently, as we saw in the trailer, there are characters from Tokyo Drift, aside from Han, in this movie, too. So the focal point of this whole franchise always comes back to Tokyo Drift. But yeah, we got Lucas Black back, who's been doing some crime shows, who's been doing some criminal investigation shows on TV. I forgot which one it was. There's so many of them. But yeah, Han. Is it Han, or is it a long-lost brother? That would make more sense to me to where Fast and Furious is now, that it would be some long-lost brother, or some clone, or some genetic thing. I just don't know how you explain, yeah, I crawled out of the car when nobody was looking. It literally... In Tokyo Drift, you can watch it in real time. The way they show it is that the car flips over. He's upside down in the car, like frozen in shock. And then Lucas Black comes up, and 2 seconds later, the car explodes. He did not get out of that. And then we saw Jason Statham, who is apparently one of the biggest assassins in this whole world, in this franchise. He was right there the whole time. He's a cool guy that doesn't look at explosions. He just walks away. And if he knew the job wasn't done, he would have taken care of the job in that moment. So I need to know how they write their way out of this, that Han was always alive. I bet you it's a throwaway line, or they barely acknowledge it, because it would be hilarious. But there probably is some kind of explanation there. If it actually is Han, how? I need to know something, please. Just tell me he came back from the dead, that like literally Jesus Christ said, no, you're too cool, go back down there and help your family complete this crazy ass mission, because they need you, damn it. And those are pretty much my thoughts on this first trailer, this first long trailer for Fast and Furious 9, or as they're calling it, F9, The Fast Saga. 2 tickets for F9, The Fast Saga. I can't even say it out loud without laughing. It's so stupid. But now I genuinely want to know from all you guys, what do you think of this trailer? Where are you with this Fast and Furious franchise emotionally, mentally, physically? Do you care anymore? Do you not? Are you interested in this? Were you not interested, and now you are after this trailer? Do you just don't want to have anything to do with this whole thing? If you do like this trailer, what do you think about everything that's happened in this 3.5 minute trailer? What's your favorite part of it? Do you care about physics and logic, or are you just here for a fun time? And as always, if you enjoyed me talking about movies for the last 10 minutes or so, you could like it, because that helps. You could comment down below, because that helps too. And if you want, you can subscribe and ring that bell, so you'll always be notified of a new video from me whenever I make a new video. Thank you again for watching. La Familia forever. And I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.
Jacob is Dom's brother.